All right. Hello, hello. Happy New Year. Welcome to the first Mecha Warehouse stream of 2025. Hope you guys had a great New Year. Great weekend so far. Great Saturday. All that good stuff. It's been an exhausting day for me. Hopefully I will stay awake and conscious and semi-coherent tonight. We spent basically the entire day at the warehouse working on packing for the move. So it's a good productive day. But I'm definitely a little beat, sore, tired, all that good stuff. Excited to continue water slides on the full mechanics aerial. See where we left off last week. Be working on that. We're also giving away an MG Deathscythe Hell, so that's exciting as well. Looking forward to getting back into the kit here. Before I do though, I'm gonna jump in the chat, say hello. Excuse me, and all that good stuff, and we'll go from there. Before I jump in the chat though, a couple quick things. Number one, the moving sale is still going, moving 30 for 30% of select items. That the number of select items are definitely a lot fewer today than they were even yesterday morning. A bunch of stuff coming off the site for the move, so some of that might be your last chance to get it at that price if it's still in that collection. So jump on that if there's anything there you're interested in. And then we're also doing a tool and accessory sale. Tool ACC15, 50% off select tools and accessories. Take advantage of that as well. Help save us some effort and some stuff to move. And then finally, if you enjoy these streams, do please hit that like button. Helps more people see the stream, which is generally a good thing. Okay, I'm going to jump in the chat, say hello, and then back to the decals. What's up, Dylan Dull, Pokey, Heck, Wolfpack, Derek, Tsai, Spider Monkey, what's up? Matthew Mahoney, MZ, Rob Rosencrantz, Lord Kronos, Maverick Entity, Real Time 88, what's going on? Go Zero, Lego Yoda, Digital Baka, Butter Knuckles, Ravage 790, It's a Gundam, how are you guys? Baka ZCO, Giant Robots and God, how are you? MWG, long time no see, it's up, John Ventura, Studio AU, Matthew Mahoney, Mark D, Angelo, what's going on? Derek, such a shame that big gun primer file was sold out. We'll be getting a restock soon after the move, I think. We're just kind of delaying a few things until we are moved. Been your first time watching, got a building last year, and I'm hooked. I'm excited to see how water slides work. Awesome, welcome Tucker. Feel free to ask questions as we go if you have any questions. Been doing water slides for some years now. I feel like I'm got most of the hang of it. What's up, Death? Gabriel, what's up? Sergeant McRuff, it's a Zaku, Mecha Monkey, what's going on? Shout out to you guys for the great display marker. Marker works like magic, nice. Hey, Skids Customs, what's up? Alright, so I think that's everybody. This minor headache I've been trying to shake most of the day. Thought it was hydration, I think I'm overhydrated now though. So there's that. Hopefully the caffeine kicks it, I think. I think we left off working on the back. I removed these other water slides so I get these on, and they look like they're holding okay. So I'm going to go back to where I was going to be at before. Tried Microsaw and set over the Mr. Hobby ones. I've never tried those. I've only used the Mr. Mark setter, which works pretty well for me. I haven't had any issues with it. Last haul of last year and first haul this year both came from Mecha Warehouse and shipped a day apart. Nice. Thank you. Got on tabletop. Let's go. Yeah, so like I said, we spent the day at the warehouse. We packed up. We've been organizing stuff to move. We should be able to and allowed to move into the new space starting next weekend. So we're doing everything in our power, excuse me, to be fully ready for that. I am really looking forward to having the move completely done with, though. Moving sucks. What's up, Rob Sadler? How are you? Also can't wait to order from New Warehouse. What's up, Blasphemy Builds? We're trying to minimize how long the site will be down this time, so we're taking inventory off the website as we pack it, and we're hoping we hit a critical mass at the at the new place pretty quick, and then we'll just switch over to having that stuff on the website, and then move whatever it is. Darn it! Oh man. Off to a horrible start here. I might have lost this one. Having great luck. Imagine moving a bunch of stuff. Fragile stuff like model kits. We've done it a couple times now. So guess you could say we're getting the hang of it. What's your favorite mono eye suit? Maybe the Dom. Let's see if I can save this. Oh, come on, man. I think this decal is stuck to my tweezers. Just get off. If you ever wanted to know how not to do water slides, the last 3 minutes. Okay, that one's lost. What a start. Was just carrying on with how the last stream ended. Yeah, exactly. It was awesome. Should have made MG Entrepreneurship already with the 1.5 release like they did with the Dodge. That'd be pretty cool. You guys moved because you're expanding? No, we're actually going the other way. So when we moved last time, a couple years ago, we moved with the intent to grow very rapidly. We took on a space that was a little bit too large for what we needed, thinking that our rate of growth would put us would have us outgrow that space or grow into it very quickly. And the trajectory has changed, just the market conditions and all that kind of stuff, and we can be a lot more efficient in a smaller space. We don't need to hold on to as much inventory for as long, for example. And so we can dramatically reduce our overhead, which will ultimately help us survive better if market conditions go the wrong direction, and maybe even help us grow faster because we won't be wasting so much money on rent that we can be using on inventory, staff, and things like that. So it was really more of a cost-cutting measure than a whatchamacallit. See if I'm missing any messages here. Everyone, good night. How's everyone doing? What's up, Rodrigo? We're considered reverse tweezers. Not really, but they might be handy. You probably should consider them. Let's get that junk out of the way. Wish you guys an awesome move. Thank you. And the good news is this is technically our third move for the business. First one was from my house to the first warehouse. Second move was from the first warehouse to where we're at now, and then this will be number 3. Hopefully we'll be in this space longer than the others. And I'm hoping that if we do end up outgrowing it, that we can just pick up an adjacent unit or something. But my ambitions to double in size every year have been kind of cut off a little. Hey, Daniel, what's up? All right, so those look pretty good. Okay, what else goes on the backpack here? This might be a big question. How did you start your business? Like go from just a fan like Gunpla to selling and actually profiting to full-on business? Yeah, so I've talked about this a bunch. There's definitely a few videos on the channel about it. I started, more than anything, I was burnt out of my day job, if you will. I'm an engineer by training, and I wanted to do something else. So I did, and it started really just trying to sell anything I could online, doing some Amazon arbitrage with books and things like that. Realized I didn't like that, and figured if I was going to spend hours and hours researching what to buy to try to sell, I might as well spend that time on something like Gunpla, which was a hobby I had just gotten into. Started selling on Amazon, and then ultimately realized I was better off doing my own thing. And then that was kind of right before COVID happened. COVID caused some very rapid growth, and then I tried to go as fast as I could. Because what gets a big yellow brick and mortar store in the shape of a Gundam head? Maybe someday. Maybe a blue O1 head. What's up, M2020 Jake? What's up, Miguel? And going fine. Managed to move to a full apartment this December 24th. Look forward to now making an order by January 10th. It's my birthday. Getting paid that day too. Will, happy birthday. Congrats on the move. And everyone just finished giving the dog a bath she needed. What's up, Earthfig? I have never given a dog a bath, but it doesn't sound like a fun thing. Oh, that's right on the clear part. I really should have advice for this part at least, but. So, Solid Monkey, what's going on? It's about fixing the markers on site. It should be. I got a message from the vendor for that app that was bugging out, and they told me it was fixed. I actually haven't had a moment to go look because I've been running around the warehouse all day. So if you're able to check yourself and confirm, that would be super helpful. Otherwise, I'll be taking a look later. I think I got home like 15 minutes before the stream, maybe. We went out to eat after the day in the warehouse moving. Took the family out, and that was good, but time consuming. All right, that looks really cool in the clear. I don't know if it's how visible that is. Just Just got a Gunpla not even a week ago, but my first online purchase was from you guys. Got one of the Razor Glass files and buffer. Thanks, Rocket. I get a new Minnesota Enders model kits. Not sure off the top of my head. Been sick. Seasonal colds are ruining my ear. I still feel lingering after effects of whatever I had a few weeks ago. Built my first RNG Zaku, and I'm slightly intimidated by the amount of tiny parts. It's fixed. I ordered some paint a few hours ago. Oh, awesome. Beautiful. There's something changed with Shopify, and they had to like update something to match it. And of course, our store, the theme we use is an older one, I guess, and doesn't natively support whatever feature was required. So they had to go in and manually tweak some stuff, and thankfully they got in there and took care of it for us. It's went relatively quickly. Let's see, front, we got those sides. I think it's just 12 on the side. Maybe the water's too warm. We'll do one decal at a time. To check out some of those other videos of yours on that stage 2, what you described, selling anything I can online. That's cool. It's it takes a while to get everything kind of figured out. I think it's worth it in the end, but things aren't easy, especially when you try to scale past just selling a few things here and there. Employees are fun. Also worthwhile if you have the disposition for it. There's definitely easier days than others, but any sort of rallying other people to do a thing is fun. Well, a rug pipe. Yeesh. Sorry about that. Pick up MG Origin Gundam, MG Gelgoog eventually. Gonna kit patch Gelgoog counterparts. Cool. Oh, wow. Good man. I hope you're not coming down with something. I think I'm dealing with something I had dealing with the the lingering after effects. That was just literally, I don't know, saliva or something in the back of my throat going down the wrong way. Hate when that happens. What is a Spotify channel you got? It's sick. So I listen to pretzel.rocks when we do the streams. It's a streaming service for streaming, basically. This is the metal station on there. Let's see, switch my non-grade 100 scale chaos gun from Seed Destiny. It really makes me appreciate these older Gunpla in a unique way. Whoa. Let's try not to do that again. I love choking your own spit and thinking this is how I go out, right? It's bad enough to choke on your spit. It's worse to do it in front of an audience. I mean, that wasn't fun. Talk about being vulnerable in front of other people. Hit the age where I'm afraid I sneeze, it could take me out. I need a technical difficulty button that can, blank out the screen or something when that happens. I don't know if I've ever had that happen on stream before. That was quite unpleasant. My wife has a flu. She's been in bed for almost 3 days now. It's a bummer. We all had something a couple weeks ago. I think I had it first. Whatever we passed around. And I'm still I'm better than I was. It's definitely been getting better every day, every week, but I'm still feeling a little bit of the after effects of whatever the heck it was. Evening, Gunpla Fenslip Nervash. So Amazon didn't work for you. What did work? Should I be starting an LLC, my own website? What about finding products to sell once I sell out my collection? So it depends on what you want to sell. Amazon, I feel like, is a decent sales channel if you're selling your own product. There are people that do the whole, they find products on Alibaba or whatever to sell, and that very well might work. The fees on Amazon are pretty high. So that was reason one. Reason two was using the Amazon, fulfilled by Amazon stuff. They don't pack things like kits very well. So they would do things like put a high grade in a pouch and then try to ship it to one of my customers. And that was no good for obvious reasons. And things like that. So that's kind of why I got away from it. If you're running a business, an LLC is a good way to go. You could always be a sole proprietor. I don't think an LLC buys you that much if you're really small. But it's not super expensive to just form an LLC, so it's not a bad idea. Find products sell once they sell the collection. And then as far as that, it really depends on what you want to sell, and there's so many options. There's everything gets sold somewhere. So that comes down more or less to your own interest and what options present themselves to you. Issue kit with the Amazon sticker on the box itself. In no box once. Yeah, that happens. Hey, Master Merrick, what's up? Working on water slides on the full mechanics aerial. Got a Gunpla last year. Honestly, pretty happy with it. I'm liking MG because of the lack of smaller parts compared to HG or RG. I think MG is one of the most popular lines, and for good reason. Okay. Number 2 on the side here. Thanks for the sub, Nervash. That'll work. how do you go about weathering? There's so many weathering techniques, and I've only really used one of them, so I'm not sure I'm the best person to give weathering advice. The one I use is called sponge chipping, which is a way to get those little like chipping effects, like chipped paint, and it's basically you put the paint you're going to use for the chip on like piece of paper or paper towel, something like that. You dip the sponge in it, and then you blot it a bunch of times until it's kind of like dry brushing, and you go along with the the edge you want the chips on. I think there's recommendations for which colors go over other colors and how to layer them, and thinking about scale. There's a lot of things when you do weathering that are, in a lot of ways, are more challenging than a lot of other painting techniques, because you have to think about the context a lot more. Good weathering fits the scale of the kit, right? The chips have to make sense for the size the thing is supposed to be. Good weathering, if you think about where the weathering would be on a kit, a lot of like IPMS judging or Gundam stuff, for example, thinks weathering should be heavier on the legs because you're more likely to impact things on the legs of the mobile suit compared to the upper body, say, just because of the way things are. So good weathering follows a lot of these kind of rules, and a lot of them aren't necessarily perfectly written anywhere. Put any more thought during more tutorials after the move. I'd like to do more video content in general. I need to figure out how to get some stuff off my shelf, off my plate, so to speak. I've been trying to do a lot more in the last 6 months myself than I've had to in a long time, because any of the videos we're doing, I'm shooting and editing them myself, since we don't have a video person anymore. So I'd like to, but I need to get some of the other stuff. Like, if you've noticed, we haven't done a monthly recap, weekly update. I'm thinking about working on a year in review video. Had I finished it today with like 2 more hours to spare, I would have probably shot a year in review video today. If I'm feeling particularly spunky in the next week or so, I might, but with the move going on, there's just a lot going on. We've been doing a lot the last 6-7 months, just trying to simplify the business as much as we can, get things that are low bang for the buck off of our plate. Just had some grilled burgers for dinner, nice. Okay, what am I on again? 2. So, plan is after the move we should be able to start shifting certain things to Sean, and if that frees up enough time, I'll probably use some of that time to just recuperate, and then after I feel good about that, then I'll see about what new aspirational thing to go after. I know we're talking about doing some build contest stuff, or hopefully more video content would be good. I just need a bit more time, because I'm trying to do the whole day job thing and run the business at the same time, and the dojo and the kids, and there's still a lot of stuff I'm not getting to that I really like to. Is a perfect display size, a great detail, shelf presence. In my opinion, HG is just too small and PG takes up way too much space. A lot of things are dependent on how much space you have. Alright, I'm going to do this decal, and then I think we will do the first draw for this Deathscythe Hell we're giving away. Sounds to me like you're overworked. No, just a little bit. Once the move's over, things should get a little bit better because there's been a lot of things I've been juggling, getting ready for and planning the move and just occupying brain space for the last few months. So that should get better, I think. Thanks for the sub, Mute Vortex. Thanks for the help. I'll have to research, check out some of your videos. You mentioned, by the way, I did order my Razor and Ghost once from you after the last stream. Nice. Well, thank you for that. Can't say on this so to respond super quickly, but if you have specific, like business-ish kind of questions and whatever, like I'm generally happy to try to answer and help out with stuff like that. Sounds like being a parent. Yeah, exactly. I got the 3 actual kids and then the business, which is like 1 or more kids. All right, so first draw of the night for this Deathscythe Hell. Let's do a number from 10 to 1,000. And let's answer the question, what is the worst thing about moving? Let's use that for a question. So 10 to 1,000, what is the worst thing about moving? Remember, you need put the number and the answer to the question in the same comment. 1 answer per person. Do not delete or change your numbers. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question number 2, the same comment for valid entry. Apparently, mentally fried. I'm usually that pretty well rehearsed. So 10 to 1,000, and what is the worst thing about moving? Everything. Sounds about right. Losing stuff from the move. It's not what to keep or throw away. Definitely think we need to get rid of some stuff with this move because we're downsizing. Okay. Nothing in the back, nothing in the front. Top. Number 1. Okay. Was everyone guessing numbers? Jake, we're doing a giveaway. Giving away an MG Deathscythe Hell. You want to put a number between 10 and 1,000 and answer the question, what is the worst thing about moving? And we're going to draw a number in that 10 to 1,000 range in a little bit. Forgot I packed bananas in tote once, found 3 months later. It was not good. I was wondering why you answered bananas, and that makes a lot more sense. There's definitely some trauma there. Moving appliances, not a fan of that either. Not a fan of moving in general. I feel like I've done more moving than I should have had to. I feel like I moved a ton in college because I lived on campus most of my college career. And of course, even when I had the same dorm room 2 years in a row, that made me move to a different dorm for the summer. So still had to move all my stuff around. It's horrible. Alright, so head is decaled up. Let's do the arms, I guess. I think it's just arms, shield, rifle left. Getting your space set up after getting up to the move. That part I almost enjoy, right? Getting organized in the new space and like feeling out what works there and stuff. If I didn't have the time pressure of getting the business up and running ASAP, then it would be almost enjoyable. Okay, front 3 and 4. Glass cabinet sucks to move. That's very true. If anybody has any tips for moving detolfs, because I think the detolf I have at the warehouse I assembled there, I've never had to move it. Probably bringing that one home because I don't think there's going to be enough room at the new warehouse for my detolf. So I got to figure out how to get that home in one piece. Been gradually moving my kits home, and it's been rough. Just doing that. Okay, 4 goes on the right shoulder. Go fragilely put in lighting. I'm gonna take it apart, Nick. So like completely disassemble it and wrap all the glass? Is that what you mean? Take the shells out of the wrap, then wrap the whole thing in cardboard. That's how I moved 8 of them when I bought them used and already assembled. Okay, so just take the shells out. Like, I'm curious how I'm gonna, if I were to leave them assembled, I figured the shells have to come out. But being able to leave them upright, I'm not sure if they're safe on the side. Those are, I think, the thing I'm most worried about moving. I take the glass shells out and wrap with cardboard. You could lay it down or keep it upright. I had to keep mine upright because I had 8 in the bed of my truck. Well, that seems too long. That would scare me. Yeah, I'll have to think about that one a bit. How much risk I'm willing to take. Fully disassembling is a little scary. Make sure you strap it down like you would a refrigerator. Okay. What was the question, Phoenix? Worst thing about moving? Do you have Luke lights in your detolf? I do not. I don't have any lighting in mine. I bought 2 during the pandemic. One got set up in my office here at home, and then the other one sat in the packaging until I moved to the new warehouse. But I think they're both, I mean, as it is, I'm going to move these around. I think we're going to try to finish part of the attic into an office later, hopefully this year. We call backpacks to turn into fighter jets. That makes it easier, probably. They make me nervous because it's just like the wire frame inside. It's not a like a solid framed display case. And I don't know how much that that matters for moving purposes. Yeah. I can't believe IKEA stopped making them. The new thing they say replace them sucks. They're easy to disassemble too if you want to do that. Like, it might be the best answer, but I really don't want to, just out of time. I feel like if I disassemble it, it'll never get reassembled. But that might be the best answer. Okay, let's, my move method required an extra set of hands and not much time. Question, speaking of display stuff, our next 2 build, do you want it with the metal one IP mesh show? It's the Mecha Warehouse brand one. If you want to send or bring it sometime, that'd be cool. I'd just wait until after the move, because if you were to bring it to us tomorrow, I'd tell you to take it home. We have a few items in our display case up front from various customers that have brought them in, and we've been asking them to take them home so we don't have to transport them. Okay, time is called. But if it, like, anybody who's local or semi-local is more than welcome to, as long as it's not inappropriate or whatever. If they got a build they want to share, we ship it so when it's ready. Okay. I mean, you're welcome to if you want to. Just let me know or whatever. Hit me up before you do, so I can make sure someone knows to be watching for it. Okay, 10 to 1,228. Hey, Jason S., what's up? I don't see a 228. I'll let you guys confirm. If that's the case, we will draw again in a little bit. Okay. Front of these arms don't really have a ton of decals. Back of the arms have like no decals. Looks like it's just mainly the sides. Okay, 31 at the top. Taking you within a car ride again. It's a solid -3 outside right now. Yeesh. Yeah, it's definitely winter. I feel like we had some warmer days this week. Today felt pretty chilly out. I think I'm starting to get into doing 2 decals at a time territory, and seem to be water's cooling off a bit. Decals are taking a little bit longer to soften. Coolest Gundam shoulder. They're decent. I'm trying to think. If there's any that I've built that I like more. Nope, that's not going anywhere. Which is water temperature has to do with water slide. So velocity, the water temperature affects how quickly they separate from the backer. Ideally, the water is like lukewarm. Some people even use like tea lights or other devices to keep the water at just the right temperature consistently. I tend to just run the water and then do it. Suppose I could midstream replace my water, but then I have to get up. Messerschills are pretty BA. Oh, badass, I'm assuming. I just love the music, man. Thank you. How's it going? What's up, Tough Turtle? How much Mark Setter do you use? Just a splash. Doesn't need to be a ton. I probably go too heavy sometimes. About shoulders, I have a few favorite shields, heads, V-fins, but never thought about shoulders. Couldn't do all the decals, I'd go crazy. I don't know, I kind of like decals. Nick needs one of the mugs that battery powered and keeps temperature that you set. Right, something like that would be. Should just make a. We're gonna make an electric mayo lid for your water slide decal needs. Let's fill a travel mug with extra warm water for streams. I think the electric mail lid's the way to go. Decals like the unique marking decals for specific units, but I get tired of all the tiny red warning decals. I don't know, I like the warning decals. I feel like they really make the thing shine. It's everyone's favorite mobile suit. Mine is the original mass production Gelgoog. The new tabletop Gundam game with Gundam minis. I haven't seen it. Did that get announced recently? Teased because of how small they are? Definitely. So no idea we need to make. Warm mail lid. Just teased because of this morning, I think. Oh, cool. Is it? It's a direct Bandai thing, or are they partnering with somebody else on it? Today called Gundam Assemble. I guess if I ever get a free moment, I'll have to look that one up. It's two games that can be combined, minis and cards, tabletop minis. We think about decals on metallic or plated kits like Yakushiki 2.0 and the plated Epion. I haven't seen many firsthand. I mean, as long as they're applied right, they should look good, I think. Hammer, Drossi, R, Jara, Cublade, goes to Lanza Darball there. A bunch of you guys to look up. Oh, for shoulders. Let's finish the aerial. It's so creaky. What do you mean by creaky? Keep the book up for the rules, use the HG or let's see. 19. Kits. I'm just concerned the decals take away how good the finish looks. If it's applied right, it shouldn't. But I'm not sure if the plating makes things more challenging to avoid, like silvering and things like that. One of our decals are very lost, and the Yakushiki's gold, at least in the color the MG 2.0 comes with. I think it's best to leave as is. Paint other kits, repaint the one that may be the work. I don't know if I've ever tried decals on anything metallic, so I don't know if that comes with any additional challenges. Oh, come on. We don't say much other than it's happening, and the minis will be 5 centimeters tall. There's backlog. I got 2 MG and 4 HG sitting in the wing. Those are rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers up. There's 10, and most are all PB. 2 inches in freedom units. Uh, 60 in my backlog, about 40 at the moment. 30 kits in my backlog. freedom units. There's like an SNL skit with what's his name? It's Washington telling his men about his dream for units of measurement in the United States, and it's pretty funny. The Nay Bargatze sketch, yes. Yeah, there's like two. There's another one that's about words or something, the English language or something like that, but the units one I think is funnier. But my nippers or my wallet is. Okay. That's a great sketch, yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of everything SNL these days, but that particular one was pretty funny. Freedom Gundam units. How many of you use a huge backlog? It's like we're just collecting a backlog. Yeah, I mean, that's the real hobby, is collecting the kits for your backlog. All right, let's plan out the second draw here. Let's have a backlog bring up Ross the rest of my life. I think mine might already fit that description. Let's see. So, second draw of the night. What should the question be? That's a good thing SNL did was lonely, huh? Good stuff. All right, let's do a number from 10 to 600 in honor of the tool and accessory sale. What is your favorite tool and or accessory for your model kits? 10 to 600 favorite tool or accessory. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and the answer to the question and the number have to be the same comments for it to be a valid entry. 10 to 600, what is your favorite tool or accessory? Okay, where am I at? 18. My eyes are starting to get the "you've been doing way too much today" burn. Nippers, not nipples. Don't judge. That's going in an erotic novel specifically for model kit builders. Nipples so hard you can cut a piece from the runner. Even the harder reach undergated ones. Use my tips for scribe work in the winter. Oh, man. Okay, number 21. Do you have a greatest accomplishment or greatest memory of 2024? Surviving, maybe? I'm not sure. Was there a great accomplishment in 2024? I feel like 2024 is a year I'm pretty glad to have behind me, to be completely honest. It's a bird suit. That's the question, but I answered nippers because it's my favorite tool. Well, the question was, what is your favorite tool? So that works up well. Brad, I see just a number in your comment. You're going to want to make sure you have an answer to the question as well for it to be valid entry. It's probably one of the most painful things to happen during a stream is when somebody's number gets called and they don't have an answer to the question. I tied my hours on a plane, 53K this year, and I did not die. So accomplishment. It's a lot of flight time. I think not dying is a pretty good accomplishment every year you can manage. That's pretty true. There have been times I wonder why I'm not dead yet. What cider app to use for the no copyright music again? Pretzel.rocks is what we use. Oh, other random topic for people that maybe haven't paid attention. So apparently Shopify, if you use the shop app to shop our store, is now charging sales tax regardless of whether I want them to or not. So that's something that you have to watch out for. Directly on our website is still tax-free because we're in tax-free New Hampshire. But keep that in mind. If you ever use the shop app, you're going to get charged sales tax now if you're in a jurisdiction that has a sales tax. How'd you get into doing Gunpla? It's a great question. So back in 2016, I went to Japan for a karate tournament, world championship, and while I was there, we stumbled into a toy store near where the hotel was, just trying to kill some time as we were adjusting to the time change and all that stuff. And they had a whole floor dedicated to big kid toys, hobby stuff. And I noticed the model kits, and I hadn't seen Gundam stuff since I was a teenager. And then a couple days later, another part of Japan, Shizuoka, there's a model museum a block or two from the hotel that we checked out, and that had tons of Gundam stuff. And I pretty much decided to what was I going to say? Decided when I got back home I was going to start looking it up. I want to get into painting with airbrush, do more detailed models I can, but I'm overwhelmed by the excess tool choice and tutorials. There's a ton of options. Technically, you're supposed to report any online purchases on your state taxes so you can charge your sales tax on it. Yes. And I highly recommend you do all the things you are legally required to do. But that was an interesting observation I had when I saw the email indicating that change. Okay. So let's see. Back, front, sides, top 20. What's your favorite Gundam series after running the store? Let's see. After running the store, that's the interesting part of that question. So what is the answer to that? We're from the Mecha Warehouse website and wasn't charged tax, and you say why? Website, yes, you'll never be charged on the website as long as I have a say in the matter. The state of New Hampshire does not have a sales tax, and the state is, at least for the moment, adamant that other states can't require us to charge sales tax, and it's a huge pain in the ass to do so, so we don't do so. you can do with that information what you desire. Like, what was the range in question? 10 to 600 and favorite tool. I'm gonna call time in like 15 seconds. The shop app apparently does. I don't know if it's because they consider it to be in their marketplace or something. Sales taxing new for the new year by the app. Yeah, they decided to do it. A lot of the bigger platforms, like for example, when we've had Facebook and Instagram enabled, their shop, whatever, they also required or charged it automatically. And I think it's them trying to preserve their own liability. Or from the site, but choose Shopify as a payment option. As long as it's on the website, you should be fine. Or by fine, I mean tax-free. I just missed it. Did you win? I did not win. I was one of 63 competitors in the heavyweight division. I technically won my first match as a walkover win because the other competitor forfeit as a no-show. Second round, I lost to an individual who took 5th in the All Japan tournament earlier that year. So very experienced fighter, and it was a good fight. It was only my second time competing anywhere close to that level, and that's a big world stage. Many teams didn't expect another round so fast. Oh well, just because I just bought the Astro Fortune Johnny Zaku a few days ago. All right, I called time 10 to 600, 218. RNG is loving that number range, 218. I don't see a winner at 218. So it looks like we will be drawing again in a little bit. That one competitor saw what he was up against, decided it wasn't worth it. He was actually, I think his visa didn't clear. I was supposed to fight someone from Afghanistan, ironically, which I thought was interesting. But he didn't make it. Get New Hampshire anyway soon. My grandmother and Gorham broke her hip at 89. I don't really need to get there. The kids haven't seen her in a while, and we all know time doesn't wait. Yeah, absolutely. If you can make that happen, you totally should. I was supposed to go back in 2020. I was going to compete again, and then COVID happened, and I've been quite busy since. I didn't get to go when they held the tournament. Was it last year, I think? Considering I think I might be eligible for the senior division now because of my age, so I might do that next time around. I need to free up some time and energy to prepare, though. Because I figured working in a store around my Gunpla would broaden your gun horizon past what you would have normally watched before. And yeah, I mean, it's a good question. I'm kind of at a loss, which was interesting, and in some ways the first like fully new launch, I think, for a series while I was running the shop. So it might be that one just for that reason. What's it built to stream? I'm working on water slides for the full mechanics aerial. Need to add water slide my aerial too. Xeon or Federation? Federation, generally speaking, but I feel like it's a era and exactly which part of kind of question, because I feel like they're both pretty crappy at times throughout the timeline. You did the U.S. Open in Orlando. I did in 2004, 2005. This being on TV for power breaking by 3 bricks, 4th place. No, I haven't. Most of the generic U.S. tournaments scene is not stuff I'm interested in. Being a full contact practitioner, most of those other tournaments just don't really do it for me. Shoot. It's amazing. Full contact is rough. Oh yeah. Nothing quite so fun as finishing a tournament, winning, and still limping your way home. I started with Wing. I thought Double was my favorite for story, but Seed has the most Gundam designs. I like Wing a single series, so yeah, I get why it's a hard question. Yeah, I like the twist on the question, though. I feel like I've been asked my favorite series so many times. So I appreciate the less generic question. There's a part of me like 3 to 6 months ago, I was thinking I was going to do, there's a tournament local here in New Hampshire that's a full contact tournament that another school a couple towns over hosts the last few years. I was thinking about fighting in that, but we're getting close. I think that's like end of March. In between being sick and the move and everything, I haven't had anywhere near enough time to train remotely consistently or hard, so shit. Language. Not gonna lie, if I saw a guy break a center block and I had to fight that same guy, I'm backing out immediately. With a rare few times. It's just really frustrating. These decals, it's just these two on this one part. They're like slipping and sliding after they should be set. What gets me, I've been getting all these clips from like power breaking tournaments and stuff on my like Instagram, Facebook feeds and stuff. And it drives me nuts because these guys all suck. Like the so quote unquote like champions or whatever, none of them know how to actually break anything. Their technique is horrible. They're breaking all these things with spacers and stuff, and it's just kind of gross. My son just said, "Ooh," he swore. I gotta watch it. I'm usually pretty good about that stuff. People don't shade the Instagram guy. There's just so many, like, there's a few of them like it's like the same people every time, and I wonder sometimes if they're trolling, you know, like it's so comical. They've got like personas and stuff going on, and the guys that take like 15 warm-up like passes at the thing, and it's just like just break the thing, okay? Like 2 or 3 times, make sure you got your alignment. You don't need to do it 15 times, because I want to see Nick put decals on a Zoid kit. That'd be a lot of work right there. I'd love to do it. I think it'd look great. Talkies looks so cool as a pilot. I'd be down, but personally not a fan of the suit. Oh man, I don't know. Talkies is pretty awesome. Okay, so I think that completes the arms. That should move us on to the shield. The Talkies is at least twice as cool as X. I don't know. The shield has like as many decals as the rest of this mobile suit entirely. Very like all 3, but Talkies 2 is my favorite, and the blue matches Master Trace perfectly. Thunderbolt because I'm an amputee. Guess they're related more. That makes sense. They're charging their Spirit Bomb for 2 episodes to defeat Frieza, pretty much. Nick can utilize the Might of the Dom, Double Fist Smack, unlike the Instagram folks. Okay, there are a million decals in this. I think I do up the middle first and work my way out. So 33. Ready for my Guts model kit drive Tuesday. Been waiting months for it. Nice. Those are kind of interesting. I've never seen Guts though, so. Okay. The Witch Mercury suits look so cool, but I hate the Gundam bits. Gund bits, yeah. I don't know, I've never been really a fan of the whole like funnel idea in general. So get the Nielsen Works Monument. I'd consider it. I don't think we'd ever stock it because of the legal stuff. It looks interesting. Oh, come on. But I also have so much stuff in my backlog that I probably wouldn't spend the money. Get phones either. I'm a fan of built-in weaponry. I think I tend to... Why won't this decal come off? There we go. I think I lean more towards realistic. Those Delpy decals, yes, Rob, they are Delpy. I think my water is getting too cold. Get a little choked up every time I see the video of Robert Downey giving the boy a prosthetic arm that looks like Iron Man's arm. Good phones are just drone wingman like the US developing. think I in general like the idea of like real mecha versus more futuristic, whatever. All right, 35. And then we'll probably set up the third draw here. Want to know what I see you later. Super one-handed. Big funnels make up for a lack of skill for some characters. They're interesting. I feel like if both suits have funnels, it's interesting in like a dueling sense. But in general, I'm not super interested in the idea. All right. Okay, so let's set up this third draw here. It's not much chunky suits right now, but it should be in the main chunk. Go back to that one Jagan Frisk Shatria fight. I remember Exosuit from the 80s. I remember Exosuit. When the Jagan could level the playing field. Okay, question time. All right, let's do a number from 10 to 300. And what is your most anticipated kit for 2025? 10 to 300. What is your most anticipated kit for 2025? Number one, number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship US addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. 10 to 300. What is your most anticipated kit of 2025? I just thought of a good question for the last one, so see if we get to use it. 36. Okay, so this next one goes right there on the blue. I'm really looking forward to sleeping in tomorrow. It's been a rough week going back to work this week. Wings here, MGSD. Our distributors got them. I think we're going to get them shipping tomorrow. It's one of the few things we'll probably receive before the move. At least our first batch. Because I'm pretty sure those MGSDs are going to move pretty quick. And of course I need mine, so gotta make sure they come in. The snag one, yeah, absolutely. $37. Get MGSD that aren't main pilot suits. I don't know, it depends on how long the line exists. MGSD would be a good live stream build. Yeah, it probably would. So is there gonna be a live stream build or just add to your backlog? I feel like I don't know that there's anything that's on my backlog that I won't end up building on stream. I don't think there's much, if anything, that I don't build on stream, because usually I snap build it on stream, and if I'm going to paint it or customize it, I might do that off stream, but I don't have all that much time to build, so get more of the RX 78 2.0. I'm sure we will at some point, I just don't know the timing on that. One of our distributors might have some more. I'll have to check, but we're probably not placing that order for a couple weeks until we know we're in the new space and if someone's sitting there waiting for it. Is your choo-choo going? Haven't done that one yet. Thanks for private MGSDs. They haven't started with the Gramps. Let's see, very few people excited for the G-Quacks. Do you think you'd build Choo-Choo on stream? Yeah, I likely will at some point. I built Soleto on stream. Excited for the G-Quacks, but it's not my most excited for a kit. Curious if you built any Exia variants, and if so, which variant is your favorite? I haven't. I'm helping my my 6-year-old though. He's building, I think, an amazing Exia. So vicariously through him, I suppose that'll be my first Exia. Z, are we drawing right now? I stepped away. We are 10 to 300. And what is your most anticipated kit of 2025? We'll call time in just a moment. Actually, it's one of my favorite designs. Build the recirc version right now. Okay, what's the other side? 38 still. The base Exian, it wasn't my favorite, but considering the quant one. All right. Okay, let's call time. Okay, time is called. What are the odds we get another low 200? Nope, 137. Oh, looks like we might have a winner here. M2020 Jake. Wonder if Jake is here. All right, Jake is here. So Jake, you can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we'll get that shipped out. Should be this week. 40. Just to play those organizer things for a backup prize. We do have a bunch of those, I don't think we're going to draw one today because I need to double check for sure. I'm not sure where they're going to end up and don't want to award one or not actually have it. I got to double check where we're at on those. Okay, I see the side is 42. Good to decide about next stream as well. It was like a 50-50 shot. I end up taking the night off with the move and stuff. Not sure how late the night's gonna go, how beat I'm gonna be. So I'll probably make a call on that hopefully before the last minute. Go ahead and take the night off. I very well might. I'm debating I have a million other things to do after the day of moving and such, but we'll see. Way more important than the stream. Well, I appreciate you saying that. You need a rest, Nick. Yeah, we'll see where things are at. Got to see what the more formal plan for the weekend looks like when we get closer. See what we get done during the week. So that great time for Kate to sub in a stream host. Yeah, I don't think that'll ever happen. Not while we have young kids. Her getting 2 hours without having the 15-month-old, the 15-month-old bugging her every minute. That means more like I would be here watching her, which sounds even more tiring after the stream, to be honest. I love her, she's great, but her energy is off the charts. If your head touches a pillow, you will know your answer. Now that the giveaway is done, I'm going to shop some. I don't know which items qualify for the Moving 30 sale. So there is a collection. On the front page, there is a banner that rotates through, and if you click on that, it should take you to the Moving 30 sale collection. I still have to pull off all the stuff that went out of stock because it was packed up today. So I don't know how many items were affected this time around, but just be prepared that there might be a bunch of out of stock items. You can filter that collection, I think, by out of stock. Oh crap, 15 months, really? Yeah, really. She's growing up wicked fast. Some might say in stock, but actually it'll be out, or it'll just be a lot be out of stock. They'll say out of stock. We removed them from stock last night in preparation for moving today, because we don't want to sell stuff that's either packed and we can't find because it's packed, or risk selling it and having it be damaged during the move over the next week or so, and then not be able to fulfill those items. So I think the first set that we packed last week, first batch of stuff, took like 50 items out of the moving sale, and then there'll probably be some more that came out this time around. I haven't looked yet. I just finished a diorama, testing the lights before I glued the switch in place, walked away, and now it's supposed to be done, but light's not working. Dope. LEDs and lighting be fun like that. I get 30% off the last MG Virtue you've got. I don't think you can. 30% is a discount we only run in a situation like with the move, where there are things that we've got way too much of, or we just don't want to have at all. The Virtue will continue to restock, so that's not likely to happen. And even the stuff that is on the moving sale after the move, some of those items will probably appear on sales again in the future, but not all at once, potentially not as deep. The urgency and benefit of selling them at a discount goes away once we had to move them. The main point was to minimize how much stuff we had to squeeze into our new space. Okay, and then the other side would be 44. Understandable. There, I made moving sale purchase to help. Thanks, Robert. Thank you for checking if there's anything I can't live without. Guess I gotta look at the ones I wanted. I hate these really long water slides. Such a pain to manipulate. Packed by Ryan, so thanks to him. One of your thank you cards, the avatar on it. Spotlight submission is nice touch with that. If there's anything I can, let's see, that's the only way I would buy SD kits, but I do love being 00. Yeah, well, I mean, take advantage, right? You get something at 30% off, the thing that you might not normally get. It's a good time to try out new lines, new products, get the spare of something that you thought you might want to build a second of. A lot of the stuff in that collection is pretty good. All right, got those big long ones there. Want to avoid doing any more long water slides tonight. Okay, 34. Decal is suffering for sure. I like decals. They can be tricky sometimes, but I like them. I'm getting a full cam double build now that I bought 2. Cool. We're going to do this one, and then it's mirror on the other side, and that's probably the end of the water slides and the stream for the night. Goodwise 141.4 Grogu cute. I'm not building a Star Wars kit. Some of the Star Wars kits are really good. Like the TIE Fighter model. I've got a set of X-Wings on my backlog I grabbed a while back that someday I'll build on stream probably. Alright, got the R2D2. Keep top coat of spare Exia. Double decal, one of best sci-fi PMS. Nice. Thanks, Funda Razor for the sub. Yeah. Wish the backer like changed color or something when it was ready to come off. That would be a nice water slide improvement if there's a way to do it. All right, looks like that one's done. So I think that takes us to the end of the stream for tonight. Next time we'll finish up the dozen or so more on the shield, do the rifle, and then I think we'll be done with water slides for this kit in general. Hopefully be back next week. If not, it'll probably be the week after. Next few weekends are going to involve moving, so plenty of work to do there, so to figure out what's going on. But keep your eyes out. Use warm water. It started out warm. It's probably not so warm now. I probably should have refreshed it. But we'll hopefully be back next week. If not, we'll be back in a week or two. So see you next time. Hope you all have a great evening. Take advantage of those sales if you can. Grab some stuff before we move. And otherwise, enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you all next time. And Rodrigo, is there a birthday coupon? There is one you can sign up for. If you can't find the thing to sign up for, shoot me a DM or an email, and I will help point you in the right direction. Anyway, thanks all. Have a good night.